I've got something you'll be interested in. Those performance upgrades we discussed after the last race. They're on the car and the data looks promising. Take a look at the details.
Hello guys, and welcome back after some days of the YouTube challenge, to upload every day. And here we are back in the F1 2016 career mode. So our last upgrades on the car have been put on the car. Our two fuel efficiency upgrades. From there on, we're not gonna have any upgrades. We're gonna cease our R&D development. And look at where we are. We're here in Singapore, when back in F1 2015 we just didn't have the best of moments, in terms of racing and stuff. But we're gonna see our R&D development very soon. But before we get into the practice, do the testing, get as many resource points as we can, we are going to show you. We're gonna go to a journey to the past in F1 2015.
Pretty decent stars. We stay in 10th position there. Daniel Ricciardo tries to get our outside as he bumped us, as he crossed into our front right tire, and we're gonna lose position to Ricciardo now through this corner down the inside of Felipe Massa, and we have contact and we lost it, and we clearly lost it. There's a yellow flag, and what the fuck has happened there? What has just happened there? So, oh my god, look at them, how slow they go, and we've been bumped again, but this time by Nico Hulkenberg, and we lost our front wing. So
there he goes, he switched to the inside. Oh my god, he touched me! He's actually touched me! I haven't done anything. I just stayed in my line, this racing line. Oh fuck off, this is ridiculous. This only happens in Singapore. It's just the track where crashes are happening. It's just not even in Monaco I had such crash. It's just what a wonderful journey to the past. I really do feel amazed to see what type of work I've been doing, especially in the Kimi Räikkönen career mode with Movie Maker, and the start of what I am now. It's just I've been made from those videos. But we've been perfect transition at the time management test, but we failed in the qualifying pace test. So let's go back to the motorhome and hope for a better qualifying session. So we're here, and that's what I was talking to you about. Ceasing research and development. Choosing to cease research and development will reward you with a 25% bonus for any research points you earn between now and the end of the season. Your current research points will be banked, and any future research points will also be banked. This means your upgrades can't be purchased until the start of the next season. Do you wish to research and development? Of course I wish it. We're gonna get a hell of a lot of research points from now on. So accept us to fall down the field in a little bit, but in the final stage of the season we're not gonna be that good. But I really hope we're not gonna be like last or something and good back from where we started.
Hey, looks like you've got a bit of rivalry going on out there. This is good. Gets people talking about you. Just make sure you outperform them, okay?
So we got a new rival. It seems like Renault. Come on, Max Verstappen. He's like, now Red Bull have the fastest car, and they put Max Verstappen as my rival. Well, I have ceased my R&D development. Well, that's awkward. I will say that we can beat him with the driver standings or something, but not exactly to beat him.
Just letting you know that we've had the team's expectations through for the upcoming qualifying session.
To beat him in qualifying or something. Look at this. Qualify 9th or higher. Make sure you qualify above Max Verstappen. This is impossible. I'm not even joking. This is impossible. Even to beat Kevin is gonna be hard. Anyways.
Dark and the lights are on. Welcome to qualifying here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit in Singapore. It always looked like the kind of track that asks an awful lot of the rear tyres, such as the frequency of low-speed exits.
Lots of low-speed exits means the rears are in for a lot of punishment. It's all too easy to spin them up coming out of a corner too aggressively. It might look great for us as spectators, as we love to see a car driven beyond its limits, but it's not going to result in a great long-run pace.
So I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. It must be the settings. Unfortunately, we're in a one-shot qualifying session. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna fix this from next round. I hate my life after that. I just don't enjoy the one-shot qualifying sessions. They are terrible, but I think it's gonna be P50 now for the Singapore Grand Prix, you know.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Ricciardo, Verstappen and Sebastian Vettel. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
So yeah, it's gonna be P15. Kevin has outpaced us in qualifying, but sorry for the one-shot qualifying. I just don't really know what happened with the settings, but let's go in the race and have a good start.
As the sun sets over the South China Sea, the sport that never sleeps is alert and raring to go. Welcome, under the bright lights of the Marina Bay Circuit, to another Singapore Grand Prix. It's a very long, very physical lap, this one, and really there's not much in the way of margin for error. So we have a bit of an endurance race for you tonight. Situated just 88 miles north of the equator, this 3.5-mile circuit is hot, it's humid, and is an incredible test for the drivers as they try to fight their cars around the bumps and in between the barriers. 23 corners take us twice over the bay to complete a single lap of this unique racetrack. The view is spectacular, the heat is unbearable. The race should be incredible. Anthony Davidson is alongside me in the commentary box this evening, and big race this one, a real test of endurance. Sounds right up your alley. Wouldn't you just love to be down there on the grid right now?
You know what, Crofty? I'm pretty happy to be up here in my air conditioning, thank you, right now. I can't stress just how difficult these conditions can be, especially when you consider it's the longest race on the calendar in terms of time. It's also one of those races where you have to remember to keep drinking, or there's a real risk of dehydration, just like we saw with young Kevin Magnussen a couple of years ago, don't forget. We mentioned the bumps as well. Take a look at the onboards if you get a chance during this race. The movement in the suspension and the chassis is just incredible, and it's lots of hard work to wrestle the car around a lap here.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Daniel Ricciardo starts from pole position today, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Hamilton, Nico Rosberg, and Raikkonen, Alonso, Massa, Bottas, and Jenson Button, Perez, Hülkenberg, Kevin Magnussen, and Kvyat, Renault, Grosjean, Carlos Sainz, and Marcus Ericsson, Gutierrez, and Nasser, Pascal Wehrlein, and Rio Haryanto completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So here we are, guys, ready for the Singapore Grand Prix, and what a lovely surprise. Intermediate conditions are here, chances are here for another good point finishing position. Like, I love intermediate conditions. You get the really more traction than the AI, and those intermediate conditions just my favorite conditions. I love them, but tracing goes like that. But unfortunately, we're not gonna have them for the whole race. It's gonna be dry for most of the race, so we doesn't need to make as much ground as we possibly can on those intermediate conditions. So yeah, we have to do a good start. Try and show our pace on the inters. Do the formation lap now, try and warm those wet tires, and then just start the race and a very good start. So here we are, guys, ready for the start of this Singapore Grand Prix, and it's lights out, and away we go for the Singapore Grand Prix. We get off to a good start. We're going to try and squeeze him off. Try and go to the inside line into turn 1 now. Down the inside of the McLaren there of Jenson, but they go pretty slow there as Alonso takes a bit of a straight line there. We're going to go down the inside of both the Williams. That's going to put us up into P8 and now into consideration to pass this McLaren that fight for the top with the top teams, including Ferrari, Mercedes and Red Bull. could we possibly do that already for the first lap? We gained something like 7 positions just dreaming star. Now Alonso goes very slow into the 3rd corner, or actually 4th, I don't really remember what it is, but we're up into P7. The safety car conditions for anyone wondering, and that's actually good for us. You know, we could get away with one less pit stop, but falling too far back for some weird reason. The safety car is coming in, and now there is a slight chance we could possibly get Kimi Raikkonen, possibly in the back straight, but we're gonna take a look. Please. We're very close to Kimi Raikkonen, as we said, the fastest sector, and we're gonna go down the inside of Kimi Raikkonen, and we're gonna try and squeeze him as much as possible. We're gonna go side by side, and we got him up into P6. Slight that's where they will wall. We're gonna now try and overtake Ross because we are very, very fast in those intermediate conditions. We're gonna try and get him into the last corner of this race. So penultimate, take it as you want. Up into P5 we are. It's now time for the dries. I don't know what you're thinking, but the AI hasn't come in yet, but I think I'm gonna make the best decision because we're gonna get a lot of time. It's not time for the heaters now, but it's gonna be a pretty good pit stop. We're gonna go on the ultra soft 2.5 pit stop. You can say it's cameras in the pit stops. Well done, Cody, it's new part. So exiting now with the pit stops. I touched the wall there. No damage there, but yeah, ahead of Kimi Raikkonen into P8. A lot of cars are in the pits. As I told you, we gain a hell of a lot of time. But are we going to be ahead of this car of Daniel Ricciardo? We're going to try and push the car into its limits. It's just not enough in order to get ahead of Ricciardo. We're going to try and get him possibly in the next coming laps because we have the ultra soft tires and possibly be in an effective lead of the race. We're now going to try and overtake Ricciardo. We have the DRS. The only thing that I'm afraid of is what if Ricciardo doesn't have to make any more pit stops. I know we're going to be faster. We're going to gain gap. We're going to extend our lead now as we pass Ricciardo, but if Ricciardo isn't going to make any more pit stops, he could be the real threat. Lap 80, and as I told you, we're going into the pits for a set. What am I going? I think I'm going for super soft in order to finish the race. And let me see, because I really don't remember. Yeah, we're going in for a sort of super soft in order to finish the race now. We're gonna rejoin in possibly P10. Yes, it's I hope it's gonna be P10. I want to be to the point that Sebastian Vettel and Nico Rosberg have been disqualified. What would have actually happened between the two of them? Unbelievable scenes. We're in the back of Roman Grosjean, and I think it's gonna be our last overtake of this race. Oh, so close! They've been squeezed there by Roman Grosjean, and we actually get him. Very brave move there into P5. We are, guys. So we've got into P3 after some laps. You know, after some guys made their pit stops. You know, Jenson Button into the ultras, so now he's going to get a nice move there from Jenson Button. Could possibly be in the fight now for a podium position if we're not going to get him, but we have a train of cars behind us. We're now on the last lap. Jenson Button is going to get the first podium for McLaren Honda, but we're going to come as the line for P4 and an amazing position there. 10 positions gained, but it's P5. It's P5.
So,
and it's Williams winning the race. GG Cordis.
And I have to wonder, Anthony
GG
Davidson, just what
Cordis.
set them apart from the competition here.
Taking care
What?
of the car was
Nothing.
absolutely vital today. It's been obvious all weekend that the pace was there, but look at the attrition
This is
rate. They would have been
absolutely
very concerned about
ridiculous.
any minor anomaly towards the
Ricciardo
latter
has
stages
won,
of this Grand
Max
Prix.
has finished second, and Button has taken the first podium. And then comes out of nowhere, Bottas has won. Guys, if you remember Belgium, where we actually started from from last position and got first position into the last corner, and we actually crossed the line first. Do you remember that? I'm gonna put something there up on the top corner in order to remember it. And we won, and we were like, oh my god, we won from last to first. And then out of nowhere, Rosberg was starting first, in fifth. He won the race. It's the exact same thing happening all over again.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
It's a difficult one, but I'll have to go for the Renault driver. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern-day Formula One.
On to the constructors then. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improve their position in the championship. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
I literally don't have any words. It has been another GG Cordis episode. I got to admit, I wasn't expecting something like Cordis, please fix that. Please, like, what? I thought it was fixed. It happens again. You know, it would be nice to see McLaren holding the podium. It would be nice to see a Red Bull winning. And then Bottas comes out of nowhere. I don't say it's not nice to see a Williams winning, but they have to prove that they have a good car. I mean, like, Jenson Button was the fastest on the track in this race, and except for Kimi Räikkönen who beat him, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just the fact that I don't have any words. Like, this is ridiculous. In Belgium it cost me a win, but now it just cost me like two more points. Nothing changes out of that, but you know, it's the fact that the game is broken once again. But we're now in P7, very close to the Ferraris of Sebastian Vettel, who has actually been disqualified, and also very close to the Red Bull of Max Verstappen. And you know, being close to Vettel means that we're close to the Red Bulls, means that we're close to Rosberg, means that we're close into a fight for the top 3. But now that we see that development, I think it's gonna be very hard in order, you know, to be able to fight with the top teams. But you know, it's all about the driving skills, but a little bit about the car. You know, because I stated we're still fifth as a team. Of course, we're gonna fight till the end with Williams, who seems to improve the car race after race. They're like incredible, getting a win, an unfair win, of course. But that was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribe. Follow Twitter and Instagram, ask me anything you want to ask a fan. But to the lads, I'll see you next time. Goodbye, lads.
So tonight we are losing this fight. Oh, so tonight is